Alright. I'll wait for some people to get out here before I start this. I won't show up at 7 when I said 8, but that's alright. That happens. I'm starting early because I'm going to go ahead and light this fire here in a minute. Getting bit by bugs. Well, I'm not going to do nothing to start this fire fancy. So far no one's joining. I'm not going to start it. Whoever joins can join. I'm getting bit by bugs here. I can't tell way back here anybody's on here or not. I'm just starting to fire it because it is buggy. It was about 8 when I started, so shouldn't be too bad. I was sitting here waiting for it to bait and everything started biting. Oh, Lord. Anybody on here yet? No. Well. Oh, buddy. All right. Yeah, well, I got one person. Starting the fire kind of early. It got buggy out here and I was getting bit. That coffee cup should be alright. The reason everything's setting up kind of high is I got my fire. Well, somebody joined and left. Huh. Well. No. I suppose I'll get a clean pot out of it. Just underneath all those flames and surrounded by flames. Oop. Let that rolling off. That happened. Stand over here. Ah, there we go. 13 people. I started the fire kind of early. because it is like buggy. I was sitting right there in my chair, and I was getting bit. So I probably started 5 minutes early. My sticks and everything are kind of up on a pot because that's how I clean my pot. I do this about once a week to it. Otherwise, I'll just rinse it out. It gets all the gunk from the outside, and if there's anything stuck inside that I didn't get, it'll burn that off. I did have macaroni and cheese not too long ago. We'll go ahead and burn this. I got some oak mixed with pine. I think I got a cedar in there too. Let me get my glass so I can read the comments. Alright, let's see. Hey, 17 views, we're doing good. Hello. Good to see you here. Apparently I need to clean my glass so I can't tell who I'm talking to. Lord. This getting old sucks. I'm just gonna call you civilian. Alright. So hello. So much fire for me. I prefer to be in the dark, but it's 8 now and it's turning dark later and later. Here in Florida anyways. And I tell you what, I was here for the winter and cold sometimes, warm, now it's just hot and hot. Get out here before it turns summer on me, before it gets too hot. Traveling in the heat in summer ain't no fun, at least in Florida. Got the humidity and everything else to deal with. I was supposed to work Thursday. Older gentleman, Tammy, one of the ladies works in the office behind the shop that I stay in. Husband's let me work for him. Older gentleman with lung issues. And they've been having wildfires here in Florida. I'm really not sure how close to me, but there was one day where it was very, you could see it. The haze from the smoke, the dust off this road. They were telling people not to drive unless you just had to, especially on a dirt road. We're going to build up traffic a little bit. They really picked up. If I even pushed the button, I was like, go away, folks. I was trying to get a picture of the sun setting on this highway back this way, 19. It picked up. Well, I'm back to one view. That's the way it goes. Views always go up and down my channel. Well, I kind of had busy lives. I've had a busy week myself. I wasn't able to work Thursday, but today I got to do some work. I hope Charlie, another guy here, I know his Cherry gave me 20 for that, and I'm supposed to work for him again Thursday. Probably do some fishing. He's got some water behind him, a pond. So hopefully I'll get to do some fishing. I got a river underneath a bridge behind me, but there's no water underneath there. I mean, there is, but no fish. Too shallow. The lack of rain here has been kind of amazing. I was going to roast hot dogs, but I'm not even hungry, so I don't see a sense in that. I might grab pizza there, though. And Saturday, this Saturday, unless somebody has me do something, which happened to me last Saturday, I plan on going camping. But last Saturday was still fun. You guys saw I planted some trees. Some chestnut trees. I get this other log on here. No. Yeah, my pot's already looking nice and clean. I'm not even in there for duration of fire. Florida's kind of like a jungle, to be quite honest with you. You got all these vines. I was doing some work behind the shop. It was Thursday when I found it wasn't working for anybody because he ended up in the ER because of his lung issues. But, trying to get to the vines and pull them out of the trees because I was trying to trim the tree branches back. It kind of wore me out. There was a couple of them I could literally just swing from for one until I hung off them trying to pull a few out. I was wanting to climb up and the tree, but I couldn't find the hour I was working for. Somebody snuck up on me. I ain't got any hot dog stick, roasting stick. All kinds of sticks. This is my fire poker. I probably should get a longer one. That's my stirring stick for coffee. Someone was telling me if you use oak, it makes your coffee taste like whiskey. And this came off an oak tree, and I'm telling you, I can't tell no difference in my coffee. And this is I carved a whole bunch of bell handle notches in this. That time instead of using that, oh shoot, the tripod. I'll think of the name for it here in a minute. I was just using this. Bounce on a stick like that. Or like this actually, and then you could adjust up and down off your stick once you get that flat. Now if I want to, I can just grab my pot with it, but I already haven't been using it. Sometimes it's just easier to use this part right here. I've had this one for a while. I've started collecting sticks. My roasting stick probably ain't green no more. I've had it for a couple of days. Anyways, let's enjoy the fire, shall we? Bows will finally leave me alone. I can feel the heat over there, and I really don't need the heat. That's alright. I think I got you guys back far enough. I've had my phone overheat a couple times. Oh, I gotta go over and check this. There we go. Not sure how long we're staying out here. I may just let that die down and go. I had that one part that lasted 2 hours and I deleted the whole video by accident. My last video kept on saying it was uploading, but there was people actually commenting during the upload. Which I didn't, or processing. I kept on getting new comments on it. Actually, I had a guy messaged me today about how can they enhance my video, and I don't believe in doing that. Too much technology. It's way too much. I'm not going to enhance my videos with technology, whether it's AI or the CapCut that I do use. But I use that when I turn off my phone because I'm trying to save battery and I'll connect my videos together for a full video, and that's the only time I ever use it. I did want to try to skip something on my video once and ended up in there and I couldn't do it. So I'm not even sure how to use it to editing phone, which is fine. I like to keep things real. I don't mind AI for certain things, but it's not this. I don't want people, oh, this has got to be AI and everything, but I've seen videos where they have to fit they're using AI, but there will be a cat doing something that turns out it's AI, or a dog doing something and it turns out it's AI. Just so they can get views. I don't mind it being used in art. Like I know poets that will do AI music and add to the music, to the lyrics they wrote, which is fine. I think technology is getting off. And today I was watching a cooking video, He had, I kid you not, a computerized waffle maker. I never seen anything like that. He took some French fries, and I'm thinking that he sprayed the waffle maker down, but then he set it to a certain thing and he squished the French fries down, which was his hamburger bun, because he cooked up a hamburger. Get this in here. Yeah, that pot's looking good. Was this black? Now it's gray. That's been a good pot. I've had for, I don't know. I was in South Dakota when I got it. You have to ask the SD Mountain Man that one. Go check out his channel. He's got a pretty cool. Harshman Hill's another one you guys got to check out. I like him. Met him a while back going over in Ohio. Alright, I might add another log, keep it going for a bit. Let's see here. What do I have? I might last. Break it. There's bird chirping. I hear the pretty bird. I don't see it, but I hear it. Stick that right there like that. Like that. I searched got a big old log right here. I'm trying to decide if I can break her or not. I'm going to try sawing it. My saw was good and everything. It's a silky gone, boy. That's a seriously long piece of wood. And I got another heavy one here, but I'm not sure it's got fat wood in it. It might be solid wood. I might save that one for next Friday. That thing using that rock. It's been sitting there for a while. Alright, let's see who's saying what here. Let's see here. I don't know. That's the only thing about going live is I gotta be able to keep the comments. Almost a year old pot. Hey, SD Mountain Man. You probably said hi, but it's kind of hard to keep track of comments like this. Hey, Tom. 6 months? Almost a year, yeah. Yeah, it seems like yesterday. Now I went through South Dakota. Oh. And I keep on mentioning his YouTube video too. Shy Guy Adventures. He just did a premiere on a camping video. He's got a secret spot he camps in. He calls himself Shy Guy for a reason. He's not going to talk to you. You're not going to see his face. He might talk during live. But you just camping there, so you don't say a word and you don't show his face. But he'll do the fires and the cooking. Sometimes he'll do a little bit of survival. For the most part, he just camps, which I do too. And like I said, hopefully Saturday I'll get to go camping if nothing happens. I'm thinking about using a rain poncho, which means I'm going to have to use bug spray. Well, even go out in these woods, I'm going to have to use bug spray. The ticks are already, I imagine, bad. Some of them saying ticks like pine trees. I know there's oak trees here. I should be looking for morels. I might do that Saturday after breakfast. Got some bacon. And I got a whole bunch of eggs. And I'm here to tell you, the eggs were $2 something here. Now they're $1 something. Almost $2. So the eggs are definitely going down, but why buy eggs when you can get them fresh? That's why you should have chickens or know people that have chickens. In my case, I know people that have chickens. There's one running around here somewhere. You usually tell she disappears for a while to sit, and they're free range, so it's egg hunting. Whenever I thought that I'd see eggs, I haven't been seeing eggs. There's a restaurant I've been going to Saturdays. It's kind of like the Waffle House and IHOP, but it's not. I can't think of the name of it. I like going there, so I'll probably go there for breakfast instead of cooking up eggs and bacon tomorrow. During this heat, it's kind of like, oh my goodness. I got sandwich stuff. When I'm out in the woods tomorrow, I'm not going to have such a big fire. There ain't no way. It's just too dry. If it catches fire around this edge of my fire pit with all those little sticks, it ain't that big of a deal. This is just gravel from here. I mean, there's some grass here, but that's not going to hurt nothing. I did find a rake, though, so I might have to, a soft tooth rake. I got a hard rake, but I can get a soft tooth rake. I found one not too long ago around here. It's in a different building. I didn't water the trees tonight. It's all right. I've been trying to water them twice. Once during the morning, once at 7. I had someone tell me when I was watering the garden, the best time to water anything is when it's cool outside. Which she would know more about than I would. I'd help her out with the garden, but I'm not really a green thumb type of person. Saw an old memory where I had a figure 4 that what do you want to call it, where the stone drops, the animal takes the bait and the stone drops. I had it set up. I need to practice that more. I know my 7 notches. That was just wanting to fall out, ain't it? Yeah. Oh, I can grab that one. I know I'm not grabbing that one. Let's see if I can get another stick here. I'm using my poking stick for a fire poker. It's alright. I may not be able to do this some. Maybe just have to pour water on it. Nope. Alright, cool. Let's keep it right there. It's not going to hurt nothing. Do that. There we go. Oh, man. This cup here, Chad gave me, Chad A. Darrow on Facebook and Instagram. He watches YouTube, but on the YouTube channel. Something here recently I've been doing on a regular basis when I work is actually wear gloves. I used to not wear them. I've gotten to the point in my hands I can't even double up my fists. I still grab stuff gripping, it's about the easiest thing to do. Fire's going pretty good. Let me aim to get up too much. Now. I'm about out of fat wood, but I still got a big old log of it from last time. The very same one that I've been getting the fat wood off it, I got that chunk of fat wood off of the saw. So I'm not going to run out anytime soon, but I run out of the ones I cut up in smaller pieces. I got one thing here, I thought. I may not. Thought I did. I just been leaving it out here. I would grab my pot out of there, wouldn't disturb the wood. Burning pretty good like that. See the coals laying on top of the lid. I burned on it this week. Like I said, I cooked macaroni and the noodles always stick to the pot on me, so I noticed I didn't really burn it long enough. There was something still stuck in the bottom of it, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Most of the ash just came right out of it. I saw Self-Reliance Outfitters has another pan out. And it's historically based, or kind of historically based. I guess back in the day they used to fold their handle behind the pan instead of over the lid. I did some research of my own. They sure did. 1930s, 1920s, there was pans like that. Don't know how much it costs though. I was telling somebody I wish there was a dang Army surplus store there. I'm gonna have to do some work on my backpack before I take off. When I was getting here, the external frame was setting me in the back wrong. I was looking at their backpack. I wouldn't mind having that thing's like $100 something, just trying to get $100 something on my PayPal. Or even the Google Pay. I think it's called a 3-day assault pack. Nothing cheap, I know that much. That's pack I got claimed it was off Amazon. And I kid you not, that thing was cheap. And I got the SD Mountain Man over in South Dakota, I was ready to ditch that thing. That is one thing I do like about Self-Reliance Outfitters, though. He will test his gear before he sends it out and show it being tested. Whether it be a pan or a... Trying to get that out of there, Mike. It's hot in there. Or just the gear in general. The backpack he made wasn't too bad. I just think the strap should have been a little bit more padded. And I may have had it too heavy. It's really not meant for heavy loads. Of course, I don't think any backpack's really meant for heavy loads. You'll never find the perfect backpack. You might find one you like, but you won't find the perfect one. Man, I really got this cold on there. Let that cool down. Would you believe that was all black? You see I still got coals on it. Let's set it here. Scare the ants off. I think I got ants living on my table here. Let's see if I can keep this going a little bit longer. See if I got any comments. Alright, let me find my glasses and respond to comments here. And again, forget the traffic noise. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Kind of annoying. Alright, let's see what we got here. I got six people in here. That's crazy how that team can handle it. Yeah, I agree with that one. Not only from Cal, but I heard they're bad. They were bad. Okay. He's getting some come in. I may have just had mine overloaded. It's not meant for I forget exactly when they're supposed to come out there, Self-Reliance out backpacking, but he is coming out with some new ones. It depends on what you're doing, SD Mount, man. There was times I liked it and I enjoyed it, but as far as a long-term hike, I've even noticed on a few of his videos, he doesn't always use that thing. So this load down heavy and constantly have the straps dig into you was an issue for me. And but for me, because I'm constantly backpacking, I guess you have to be used to it. And Dave Canterbury's probably tougher than I am. The man is built, which there's no problems about it. And there's times I see him use it and he'll be sweating with it, which you're going to sweat. I don't care what backpack you got. And there's certain backpacks people swear by. Josh Earnhardt swears by the... And I've had that one, but not the big one he uses. Oh, that small one I was using back when I was in Pennsylvania that zipped up a certain way. I can't remember the brand of it. And someone else since then has bought the company. And you can't even find a backpack that like his no more. And he likes to use that one. I'll think of it here in a minute. I should know the name to it being I had one, but I can't think of it. It was kind of a strange system with the zippers, but I liked it. Just I had the real small one. But unfortunately, I don't know everything in the world, so I gotta have a little bit of gear here. I'm still more of a tarp guy than a tent guy, though. I just enjoy nature, so. I enjoy the breeze. Even with the tent open, you don't always get the breeze. Heck, I could probably cowboy camp. But I kind of want to show off how I set up my riding poncho game, but I'm going to set it up differently. So I'm not sure there's trees where I want to set it up at. I can make a bipod and set it up like that. Right now I'm kind of after real paracord though. And like all the paracord I'm finding, where it's Walmart or some hardware store, it's not real paracord. Which just still comes in handy. I got one stretched out. It's kind of funny, I use black paracord. That's my ridge line set up for clothing line. I left it set up for that. Had a guy show up to look at something back there. Some fencing that Mike's going to let him use, or Mike's going to make him a chicken coop out of it. I don't know which, somewhere to pin his chickens up at. But I kid you not. He saw it the first time, but he about bumped into it when the sun was in his eyes. Like, be careful, I've been using that for my clothing line. Which when he first showed up, I didn't recognize the vehicle. I was pleased when he had to fight. Like I cannot, both my hands now, I just cannot open my fist. Of course, you don't necessarily double up your fist to fight. There's other means to fight with. Alright. If I can scoop this over. Burn myself too much. I got a thick pair of work gloves upstairs. I gotta bring them down here. I like the other gloves I'm using, but they're not thick enough to have hot stuff. I burnt the heck out of my hand. Well, it didn't leave no marks. It was red for a while, but I grabbed that handle, but I was making coffee and grabbed it right off here, my tripod. You talk about rushing to that table right there. I was like, holy heck. Rocker, I'm going to try to push up underneath those here. Mostly pine I'm using, so it's called, I mean not pine, but oak. So it's coiling up real nice. I got a cast iron pan to use for a pan, but it's not mine, I'm just borrowing it. There's the person that needs to slow down. It's Friday. You know what I saw yesterday? A spear gun. I've never seen a spear gun before. It was kind of cool. He didn't take out the bow enough, I mentioned it. One of the sons, Robert, including Mike, has a airboat. I'll pronounce it right here in a minute. I'll worry about burning my cell phone. There we go. Get that. That was the first time I ever saw an airboat. Still ain't rode one. I gotta get to it eventually. Who knows? No. Yeah, both those logs are, I believe, were oak. Not big old logs, they're still burning pretty good. But the amazing about the oak trees around here is I haven't been finding no acorns. Source protein. Oh, Lord. I ain't done nothing today. I guess this heat's just making me tired. That's why we don't have such a big fire like I did that one. No heat in it. Put the heat right here, and I gotta be at least 10 feet away from it, I think. Not feeling too much heat though. Got me sweating. That's Florida for you. Like I told Charlie today, first few times I was actually in Florida, told Andrea, like I swear everything bites here. Actually, I think that was my first time meeting her and Charlie. Everything bites. So if things pan out, I'll be working with Charlie Ray. He's got some land. He wants me to take down some fence and take the staples out of the fence post, I guess. That's what he plans on doing with the fence post. That thing. They screwed in close. These bugs are kind of iffy. I managed to get a little bit of poison ivy on my arm. I got some here too. Got cortisone though. Oh, let's see the comments here. How many viewers I got? Oh, let's see here. So what's going on tonight? Oh, not much of anything. I'm just hanging out by the fire with you guys. How you doing? Gotta jump on another. Okay. Yeah, when I hit the road, I won't be able to do this live at all. I literally depend on Wi-Fi for my phone. Thankfully, I got the phone paid for. Couldn't pay the bill though. I've been seeing these stupid commercial government phones, and I don't believe in those jokers, so I don't get it. I think I left a comment, nothing's free as long as people continue to pay taxes. I kind of wish every American could get together and tell these jokers we're not paying taxes. They're going to do stick the whole United States in jail. That'd be something. And a couple of years back, you want to start a revolution, stop paying your taxes first. Oh, Lord. If I can get this brake up. Look like on my phone. Alright, cool. Looks different on my phone than it does with naked eye. Oh, man. Holy mackerel. Yeah, I'm supposed to be working for a guy. I haven't heard nothing about him. He can't call me and I can't call him. He doesn't have Facebook. I gotta ask Tammy about him, I guess. See what's going on. Kind of ready to take off before summertime starts hitting, but we'll see. I got a friend getting married over in upstate New York. Pat. Another one I call sister. She's been with Rick for about 20-something years, and they're finally getting married. She invited me to show up if I make it, which I kind of want. Or actually, not kind of. I do want to make it if I can. Told her I'd try, but I made no promises, which is going to take me back in Rochester, New York. Plus, I wouldn't mind seeing Mike again. He's cool. He's the one that wrote that Hobo song. He's actually got a book. I think it's on, I'm not sure what it's on, but you can, I don't think it's in paperback. You gotta have technology to read it, of course. But you do have to buy it. I mean, the guy does have to make money. I met him. He made sure I ate and hooked me up in the motel room, which kept me out of the weather. I'm really wanting to check out the Northwest again, from Montana to Oregon. Take pictures and make videos over there. It was real pretty when I was there. That fire's about down. I'm not going to throw nothing on it. Just mostly rambling during the fire. Appreciate you guys putting up my rambling. I got my flames a little bit too much. I sometimes do that this morning. I got them kind of big. It was touching my tripod bag. I'm like, oh no. I think someone left me a comment on Facebook. It was kind of funny. He goes, "You're going to have hot coffee." I was like, "That's what I'm after. Some hot, strong coffee." I want it fast. Normally, if I make a small fire out in the woods, I'll put it up against there. That way I can pull it out by the handle. That way I don't have a hot handle. Now I'll let it boil for a minute. Someone once said not to overcook my coffee, but I've always liked doing it, just letting it do its thing. That simmer, I guess what I'm after, not hard boil, but just let it simmer a little bit after the hard boil. Seems to taste better in my opinion. Which I'll be testing a new coffee as soon as I'm done with this one. It's still Dollar Store brand, but it's a donut one instead of the dark roast. See if it tastes anything like a donut shop. I've had Dunkin's coffee. They're not too bad. They ain't great, but they ain't bad. But if I'm going to drink fast food coffee, McDonald's. I keep on saying we should boycott that place, but I do like their coffee. I say it mostly I'm aggravated. Like this one, you can't even walk in. They won't come into the cash register. I walk right past you. They do have to deal with the drive-thru and the time. I've worked for McDonald's over the years several times. I always hung back in the kitchen. I don't want to deal with customers. I don't. Some people need to learn how to act. I like this place too. I take off traveling, I'm pretty sure they'll let me come back. Charlie was asking me today what my plans were. So I'd probably hang out a little bit longer, see what there is to do, and take off. I gotta look see when Pat's wedding is even. I do have good clothes in my setup though I have not worn. Tammy's gonna give me t-shirts next time I see her from her husband. I told her with everything that's going on with the air around here might be affecting his breathing too. Anybody that deals with lung issues. So it look like on my phone. Alright. Hold on, man. I think somebody asked me a question. Back on with the glasses. Monday I might try to get a haircut. I need one. I swear there. Unless I have this long hair. Am I the only one here? Well, let's see. It says I have 2 people here. Some people like to talk a lot and some don't. Yeah, I know. It gets hot and humid in Pennsylvania too. Probably getting ticks already out in those woods. And for those that have never been in Pennsylvania, the part I was in was called the Endless Mountains. Real pretty. It really is. I got pictures on Facebook. I was fortunate enough to do some camping in the area before they put up a no trespass sign on me. It happened. Someone bought the land and said, you ain't camping. Here's a... And when I see a sign, I'm like, nope. And I did it recently today. I made a comment on Facebook. Something about they're trying to make camping illegal, which don't surprise me. I said legal, not legal, camp anyways. That's just my honest God opinion. As long as you're respectful about it and not a complete bum wanting to tear up the place. Those are my idea of homeless people. You have the frame of mind to go stay out in the woods, you ain't got a place to stay. Or you're choosing to do so. Don't tear it up. That infuriates me no end. I don't do that. I don't leave mess in parks, I don't. I've had people tell me, you're not a hobo, you're not this. I don't mind being called a hobo if it comes to that. I've called myself that a few times, but the whole homeless thing. I figure the world is our home. Well, we gotta take care of it. We got some politicians, people drill, baby drill. They're doing their best to do it in national forest. I'll stay away from political things for the most part. Y'all know how I feel about politicians. I don't care who they are. In my opinion, they're all batshit crazy. Excuse the language. There we go. Lift it up a little bit more. I hope this will break off. Oh, it did. Use my poking stick here. Like I want. Again, block here's kind of shaped funny. There we go. There we go. If I can get this on top. Use my roasting stick for a poking stick, but that's alright. There we go. Make sure this is out. So I'm not totally worried about here, but still. Behind the bricks, I don't care. I've had flames back there before, and I'm not really worried about spreading as long as it's on the gravel. Yeah, I'm not much of a talker on lives there, so don't bother me if I got people watching and not really talking. Holy mackerel. I tell you what, being by that fire made me sweat. Let's see how long this video's been going here. I got 3 people now, cool. Let's see here. Feel like I gotta watch comments and talk back. Yeah, that's where I'm at with trying to do it live. I keep on bending down like this. You guys get to see my face, and I gotta wear glasses to do that. And these glasses are a little bit on the strong side, but my other pair kept on sliding off my face, and that aggravated me so bad. Ended up getting rid of it and switching these. These I actually found on the ground. You guys see these things or not. I don't know if that's a scratch or I just need to clean them. I cleaned them not too long ago, but nothing stays clean. Especially when I'm always cooking over fire. Or I actually didn't touch the glass part with my hands. I need to... They make clamshell things for your glasses holders instead of these things. Especially when I put in my backpack. Because these don't really do all that great. I've gone through my glasses. I had one pair that kept on bending. And I kept on bending it back into shape until they broke. Chad A. Dare gave me those. He gave me one pair which fell apart at his house. I was just opening it, the whole thing came apart. He goes, they haven't been used in so long, don't surprise me. He never closed the, where you want to call this part up. And I went to open them. I was closing them, they just came right off. They gave me the other pair which lasted me a while. Like I said, they just kept on bending, and I kept on bending back in shape until finally it just broke. I can actually say I know what it's like to wear taped up glasses. These are more comfortable than those ass glasses too. They don't fall off my face either. There. I was trying to adjust the... These don't have them, thankfully. But those stupid nose things that are there that pinch your nose, I was trying to pinch them together so they wouldn't fall off my face, and then they ended up uncomfortable. And last time they fell off my face, I was through dealing with it. I didn't even remember. I said I want to go to Hobo House. That's what it is. Hobo House. We go over there on Saturdays. I got Hobo. I mean, I got eggs. That refrigerator is full. And I gotta watch it. The bottom part don't get out of that cold. If I put it on 0, it turns off. Freezer stays nice and frozen, which is where I got my butter hiding. I do have butter. The reason I do that, that's why I have butter in the refrigerator. The ants attacked it. It gets cold enough to keep my food cool, but not cold enough to keep the ants out. So I really gotta watch what the ants in there. I got some of my food sitting upstairs on a shelf where I know the ants won't get to it. I've been real careful about, I set my gloves here. Before I go in, I'll make sure I do that number and look at them real careful. I set them down. They don't even go upstairs with me. Eventually I'm going to get a hammock though. One of those double ones. It's supposed to be 2 people. It's just right for 1 person in my opinion. I get a feeling sleep on the ground around here is going to be fun. We'll find out Saturday though, or tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing. No one's told me anything, so I'm cool. Usually weekends I don't do nothing, but Mike's cool, so I come on to plant trees on the weekend for him. I took my time. It was hot. It took me all morning. He was like, don't get hot and it's not a race to get it done. Like Tom Ritter probably tell you how long I took. I think I told him what time I started and what time I ended when I messaged him. And just got through planting trees. I had one that made me nervous, but it seemed to be hanging in there. I literally had the tree. It was buried there. Had the leaves on it, but a real small thing. I was tipping upside down, but I was pulling. At the same time, I pulled it out, the roots and all. And I was like, holy heck, I done killed it. But it seems to be hanging in there. I put it back and planted it like that, so put it back in its dirt. I meant to put more. He has potting soil with miracle growing that I was putting in the hose. If I cover it up with the sand again. Each one's got a dent where I put the wire, but there was so much sand taken out, it wasn't that big of a deal. And it would take much potting soil to plant them. And I did finish off that bag. They got other plants and trees planted around the house that's in front of the office. These days I'll get someone hanging by his fire pit with me. Nobody drinks coffee around here but me. I might open another coffee in the morning. Let's see what it tastes like. I still got the dark roast. I used the dark roast the last time. I still got dark roast. Then I had to turn around today. I did some grocery shopping. I got the donut blend. Find out what it tastes like. Hopefully it don't kill me. I saw a video where a machine was making burgers. I think they were calling it Robo Burger. The stupidest thing I've ever seen. It's just too much technology. I don't not trust some robot to make my damn food. Oh, Charlie was telling me behind his house where that pond is, there's catfish in it, there's bass, and there's brim. He said it was the brim where always taking it. He goes, don't worry about bait. He goes, they take bread, and I'll just give you some bread. You can use that for bait. What's going on here? Oh, it's another location. I gotta look at my comments again. Uh, Still got 2 people hanging in here. Let's see, new comments. I cannot see. These glasses are horrible. There we go. I just found Mexican Dark Instant, but only thing bothers. Yeah. Those glasses are definitely too strong, though. Guess I should have kept the others. It just aggravated me. They were. Well, that's about it for the fire. See if I can get this log set up. I want to throw no more logs on, but at the same time. There we go. That tire well that goes on the semis, that thing throws off some heat. I remember when I had it tipped upside down, I think I showed it throwing water on the inside of it. And I got it tipped up the other way so the water don't get inside of it. I really did almost give him a hug when he said I could do this. He goes, I don't know why you don't get one of those tire wells. I'll let you. My property. They're all outdoors people. His dad was an outdoors person too. It was fun. I do watch horror movies. They're stupid these days, but I was talking about horror movies with Robert. You're like, I don't watch those things. I spend too much time in the woods. He don't want to be jumpy. I do that. I was like, yeah, I can understand that. Like I got telling the story back when I was a kid, watching Friday the 13th. I wasn't supposed to be watching it. They were at a friend's house. I was supposed to be in bed at the friend's house in the other room. I was standing there watching. It didn't scare me until Jason at the end of it popped his head through a window or something. I don't even remember how it went. Scared me half to death. I screamed. My dad, who never jumps there in a horror movie, jumped. Came down cussing. When I say he jumped, he jumped. Scared everybody else too. After he got the initial shock though, they laughed. Well, I don't think my dad laughed too much. I come from a family, I kid you not. You see people scaring on each other on YouTube, that's basically how we were. They jumped out. The last time someone did that to me, about slugged my own mom. Last time I saw her. I was thinking about the incident that happened over Kansas City, and she did. Coming out of the bedroom, she literally boo, and I reared back. I got my fist up, ready to fight. It was Sunday, and of course I was going to church with her. I said, preacher, you got to do something about this woman. I wouldn't call her mom, I said woman. And I about gave her a black eye. And she didn't have to tell Dad. She got on the phone with him. He was doing something. I yelled, do something with your wife. I about gave her a black eye. I see Rochelle, my ex-girlfriend. You didn't do that to her. She did not like being scared. So I never on purpose scared her. My grandfather liked this to the grandkids, but if you did it to him, you better duck. Which I guess it kind of took after him. He would swing. There was one time I did it on my knees and he went to kicking. First he went swinging it there. When that didn't work, he went to kicking. He about got me. She apologized at some time. You know better. And they was laughing when he said it. And I think Grandma said it. She's like, you scare those kids all the time. You had that coming. Don't kill them. Heck, he'd aggravate Grandma. Just be aggravating her on purpose. I remember Shell one time telling me to quit. And I got to think about it like, oh yeah, I told you, Grandfather. Sorry to my grandfather aggravating Grandma on purpose. Am I aggravating? I was aggravating her, just be aggravating her. Sure enough, take her after my grandfather. Let's see if any of these comments changed. Good glasses again. Oh, I got 4 viewers. All right. Okay. Same old views. I can't see the bottom one there. Let me see what it says. Huh. No. Cool. You see, I don't mind the comments on here, but when I go to take this and post it, and I got no choice in there. Is there a recent comments, newer comments, or some other comments? And I'm like, how do I get all comments back so I can see all comments? And you don't do it. That's what YouTube does. So I was checking the comments, and some of your guys' comments disappeared. That's because the way YouTube does it. Kind of made me mad. Like, I like to have a choice in the matter of already censoring things. Well, you know, I was watching a movie, and YouTube did this. They don't do it with every movie, but YouTube did this. But there was drugs laying on the table on this movie. I'll go away. Loud truck. I mean, not. Well, at least they got quieter. What the heck? Alright, I'm assuming they all know each other. I swear everybody got around here's got a loud truck. But anyways, I won't tell you my girlfriend at the time that I was dating. I was saying what said about it. Extension of their you know what. But anyways, what was I saying? They interrupted me. Oh yeah. And you know, Moose, it's just stage drugs, not actual drugs, but they were blurring it out. I'm like, are you kidding me? Now I'm surprised that raccoon that I was skinning, that I showed on Facebook. I think I posted it here too, but it didn't get taken down. I'm not trying to monetize myself because you got to worry about taxes and whatnot with that. I'm not trying to worry about taxes. I just enjoy making videos where I'm getting views or not, it don't matter. Folks want to follow, they'll follow, and those who do, I appreciate it. Those who don't, I don't get too many views on my lives, and that's cool. I've just been doing it, see if I could do it. Talk to you and doing as long as I'm here. We'll just do it every Friday night at 8. Unless you guys want to go earlier or later. first three trucks are loud. I was teasing Mike. Everybody drives a white truck around here. I think I said it last week. Everybody that works here too drives a white truck. And I said, Mike, the only reason I can tell your white truck from everybody else's white truck is you backed into a trailer. Got a dent in the back of his truck. Now he drives around, he'll check his traps. So usually I can just look in the back of the truck and see it's him. Plus his white truck's a little bit dirtier because he does drive around and check his traps. I really asked about his traps here lately. I saw him not too long ago. I didn't ask him. They got a big refrigerator in here, but it don't work at all. Door won't even close on it. He said he wants it out, but I don't know who's supposed to take it to even get it out of here. Would definitely free up some space. Well, fire's definitely dying down. How many views I got? Smoke's coming this way, so it's keeping the bugs down. Got one land on me every now and then. Probably not going to be able to see my pot in the dark, but it's cooled off now. Ash off here. Oh yeah, they definitely took that black stuff out of there. I mean, it's black in there, but I got the noodles out of there. I don't even see them no more. I'll check it out mostly in the shop. I might drag you guys in the shop with me during this live and we'll show it off more in the daylight than anything. I always got this ash on here like that. That was completely black. Now let's rinse it out after that. Get the ash out of there. I'll be right back, guys. I'm actually going to turn on the shop light, and that's how we're going to end this video. I'll just show this live, I'll just show off the pot here. I gotta find the shop light. Burn my light out here. You guys enjoy what's left of the fire. Alright, had to use the bathroom too. Go figure. You guys actually might be able to see this right here. I may not have to take it in the shop. Oh yeah, here we go. So you can see all that gunk's off there. You can see inside my pot. Those scratches are in there, or they're staying there. I tried to get that out on several occasions, but it's not rough, so I know it's the scratches. That's just on there. I can probably get it off there better than what I had been. But I thought that was a neat little trick, and for such a titanium pot, it never occurred to me titanium would be this tough. So this still fits on there and everything. I'll come off there. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. How many people? They got 3 people now. Figure 4 dead drop. That's what I was thinking of. Like I said, I saw a memory of me doing it. Had a picture of it. Got practice on that. Oh. Yeah. I have no idea what time it is. My watch gave up on me, so that's the only thing I got for a watch is my tan line. Let's see if I can push those down in there. Oh. Guys, I'm probably going to get off here. Y'all have a good night. Y'all know what to do, so I'm not going to say it during the live. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Definitely cold up good. If I was cooking something, that'd be great. Wow. Spread them out. But anyways, you guys have a good night. I'm going to get off here. Those are the comments one last time. See if I can get this posted tonight, see how long it's going to process. I probably won't do the preview part of it. Good night, Tom. Good night, SD Mountain Man. See you two on the next one. Yeah, that's about how I like it in the woods too. Nice and small. I wouldn't dare light a fire right at the moment this big in the woods for nothing. I would burn the whole woods down. For a place that's tropical, sure the heck ain't raining. But anyways, you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys on the next one. Whatever videos I post Saturday too. I gotta figure out how to do this again. I think I just hit the X. Oops, I missed the X. There we go. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. There we go.